Have you ever lost everything in one single night? Imagine waking up to find your whole world turned into smoke and ash. This is a true kind of story. It happened to a young woman named Maria. Stay with me, because her story will surprise you. Maria lived in a small town near the mountains. She owned a small bakery. It was not a big shop, but it was her dream. Every morning she woke up early. She baked fresh bread. She made sweet cakes. The smell of her bakery filled the whole street. People loved her food. They loved her smile too. Maria worked very hard for 10 years. She saved every coin. She built that bakery with her own hands. It was more than a shop to her. It was her life. One cold winter night, something terrible happened. A fire started in the building next door. The wind was strong that night. The fire spread fast. Very fast. By the time the fire trucks arrived, it was too late. Maria stood outside in the cold. She watched her bakery burn. The flames were orange and bright. The smoke filled the dark sky. She could not move. She could not speak. The next morning, the fire was finally out. Maria walked to where her bakery used to stand. There was nothing left, just black walls, burnt wood, and gray ash everywhere. The smell of smoke was still in the air. She sat down on a broken chair. Tears rolled down her face. She thought about giving up. Maybe this was a sign. Maybe she was not meant to have a bakery. Maybe she should just go back to her village and forget this dream. But then, something happened. An old man walked up to her. He was her neighbor. His name was Mr. Thomas. He had lived on that street for 40 years. He looked at the ashes. Then he looked at Maria. He said something simple. He said, "Ashes are not the end, my dear. Ashes are where new things begin to grow." Maria did not understand at first. She was too sad to think clearly. But Mr. Thomas explained more. He told her about forest fires. He said that after a big fire, the forest looks dead. Everything is black. Everything is burnt. But after some weeks, something amazing happens. Green plants start to grow from the ash. The ash actually makes the soil richer. New trees grow stronger than before. Maria listened carefully. Something inside her started to change. Maybe Mr. Thomas was right. Maybe this was not the end of her story. Maybe it was just a new beginning. That same day, people from the town started to come. Her old customers came to see her. They brought food. They brought blankets. They brought kind words. One man brought some money. He said, "You gave me free bread when I had no job. Now let me help you." Maria was shocked. She did not expect this kind of support. She always thought she was alone in this world. But now she saw something different. She saw a whole community standing behind her. A young carpenter named Daniel offered to help rebuild the shop. He said he could fix the walls for free. An electrician named Sarah offered to fix the lights. Even the children from the neighborhood came to help clean up the ash. Maria felt something she had not felt in a long time. Hope. She decided not to give up. She decided to rebuild. But this time, she wanted to do it differently. She wanted to make the bakery even better than before. The work started the very next week. Maria worked during the day. At night, she planned new recipes. She thought about new flavors. She thought about new designs for the shop. She wanted the new bakery to be a place where everyone felt welcome. The rebuilding was not easy. There were many problems. Sometimes the wood did not fit right. Sometimes the paint was the wrong color. Sometimes Maria felt tired and wanted to stop. But every time she felt like quitting, she remembered the words of Mr. Thomas. Ashes are not the end. They are where new things begin to grow. 3 months passed. Slowly, the new bakery started to take shape. The walls were stronger now. The windows were bigger. There was a small garden outside, with flowers planted by the children. Finally, the big day arrived. The new bakery was ready to open. Maria stood at the door early in the morning. Her hands were shaking. She remembered the night of the fire. She remembered standing in the cold, watching everything burn. And now, she was standing in front of a brand new shop. A better shop. She opened the door. The smell of fresh bread filled the air again. People from the town started walking in. They smiled. They clapped. Some of them even had tears in their eyes. Mr. Thomas was there too. He walked up to Maria. He looked at the new bakery. Then he looked at her and smiled. He said, "You see, I told you. From the ashes, something beautiful can grow." Maria smiled back. For the first time since the fire, she felt truly happy, not just because she had a new bakery, but because she understood something important about life. Sometimes, bad things happen. Sometimes we lose things we love. It feels like the end of the world, but it is not always the end. Sometimes, it is just the beginning of something new, something better. The new bakery became more famous than the old one. People came from other towns just to taste Maria's bread. She even started teaching young people how to bake. She wanted to share what she had learned, not just about baking, but about life too. She often told her students this simple line: "When everything burns down, do not be afraid. New things can grow from the ashes." Sometimes, the new thing is even more beautiful than what was lost. And that is the end of our story for today. What did you learn from Maria's story? Did any new words feel difficult for you? Try to use them in your own sentences. Write a small story about a hard time in your life and how you found hope again. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel CEM Institute. We make these stories every week to help you learn English easily. See you in the next story. Keep learning, keep growing, just like Maria.